Hi everyone and welcome to our first Going Deeper session of Creation Fest, all things new. Today we're looking at creation being made new. And if you've seen Amy's talk, old people, if you've not seen that yet, go and check it out, it's brilliant, and then share some thoughts and ideas with your young people. But if you've seen that, you'll know that it starts with us, our personal transformation. For those who are in Christ, they're a new creation, the old's gone, the new's come, but then it splashes out into everything around us. Now sure, that's going to affect the whole world. We know that's going to happen. Jesus says, see, I make all things new. But in the meantime, we're called to partner with God in making that happen. But how do we start? Sometimes it can seem overwhelming looking at how we join in with God's plans and purposes. But actually it starts with the small stuff right here in our own home. So our challenge to you today is go to each room of your house. Maybe this happens in 1 day or 2 days, or you spend a couple of months doing it. But go to each room in your house and go, is this something that's going to make it into the new creation? Or is this way that we live something that's going to make it into eternity? If not, how do we change it? Not sure what I'm talking about? Well, we're going to give you a few ideas of the things that we've done over the last couple of years. Here we go.
Welcome to the bedroom. We've each been through our wardrobes and had a good look at what's inside and whether we really need all that stuff. We live in a world that tells us we need loads of stuff to be happy, and that's so not true. So we've given away a lot of items of clothing, and then if we get to a point where we do need something new because something's worn out, we will then look in charity shops, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and if we still can't find what we need, then we'll have a look online and do some research to find out where these things have been made before we buy them. It's really not okay that someone hasn't been paid a fair wage to provide the clothing that we want or think we need. So I challenge you to go through your wardrobes. It's actually quite fun to do, and it's a fun challenge to find things that are second-hand or ethically sourced.
Welcome to the bathroom. Here are just 2 changes that we've made here in our bathroom. First one, toilet paper. Now this is made from 100% recycled items, and we're not chopping down trees, so it's brilliant for everyone. Second of all is this massive tub of shampoo. We don't use this just once, so we use it again and again and again and refill it. And the brilliant thing is it's made from natural items, which means that it's good for our hair and for the environment. Next room.
We've overall saved a lot of money from the changes we've made. Now, some things have been more expensive, but a lot of things have been cheaper. And one of the ways we've saved money is using eco eggs in our washing machine. So these are instead of any kind of detergent. You'll hear that there's like little balls inside these, and they're made of all natural ingredients, but they foam up and wash your clothes really well. So we're saving on packaging, and the contents of these literally last for hundreds of washes. So it's absolutely brilliant. And they make fun maracas.
The other important thing in the kitchen is food. Now, everybody loves food, but if we just go to the supermarket and buy whatever we fancy without really thinking about where it's coming from, we can be part of destroying the planet and destroying people's lives. But if we think about what we're buying and do a little bit of research, we can be buying in such a way that we're looking after the environment and people's lives. Here's a little bit of homework for you. Go and have a look about the effects of palm oil, what it's doing to the environment and people's lives, and maybe think about cutting it out of your diet and replacing it with more walnuts. Yum, yum, yum.
Compost. Compost.
Compost.
Compost.
Compost is amazing. It's a lot of fun to do. Now, first of all, no leftover food on those plates, right? But if you do have some kitchen scraps, make sure they get composted and end up back in the ground. And you can add to that any chicken poo you've got lying around, any shredded paper, any garden waste. Get it all in a compost and get it back into the ground. Now, this means that you're locking up carbon in the ground rather than having it in the atmosphere, which is what causes global warming. So it's great for our planet, but it's also really, really important to have healthy soil. We've only got 60 years left of farming. Let that sink in. 60 years left of farming because the soil is that bad because they're using pesticides and using artificial things to get things to grow. What it needs is decent organic matter back in the soil, and you can do that at home. Get yourself a compost bin, throw everything in it, look after your soil and grow yourself some awesome veg.
So this year it's been lovely growing our own fruit and veg. It's been nice to have fresh food on our plate that we know has come from our garden. And it's good because we know that there's no plastic packaging on it, it's more nutritious, and there's no lorries or cars driving it up the country, which is better for the environment.
So there's a whistle-stop tour around our house. We've not been able to cover everything. There's loads more things that we've done, and we've still got loads more things to do. And there's loads of stuff that you can do. Think about what's going to make it into the new creation, make some changes around the home, get on board with what Jesus is wanting to do throughout all things. Now, there's loads more stuff on the PDF for today, so check that out. There are a few links that I think you're really going to enjoy, and we'll see you on another episode of World Changing Families.
Bye.
Bye! If you'd like to learn more about composting and want to do it yourself, check out my guide to 18-day composting on today's PDF.